The obvious joke here is to say something like, hey, you gotta catch 'em all. It's funny because, catching dinosaurs, and by the time you think you've caught a velociraptor, it's actually caught you. But when catching them all requires the location, excavation, and scientific regeneration of each specimen, not to mention no less than an hour of training, I can understand why you'd settle for catch a few of them. This is like if Alan Grant were digging up Pokemon. Fossil Fighters Champions is a follow-up to the 2009 DS game Fossil Fighters. Hopefully you've caught on to what this game is about. This is basically a Pokemon clone for kids who prefer Packies to Pikas. It's a little-known tidbit that I, in fact, love dinosaurs. I obsessed over them when I was a kid. I studied them in college. I liked Jurassic Park the game. So you'd think I would love Fossil Fighters Champions, but the thing is, holy crap, this game is slower than watching a sauropod plod through moist sod. See, that's a type of Saurischian, so classification and alliteration. So obviously, this just isn't my kind of game. It takes about an hour telling you how to play before actually letting you, and even then, the actual gameplay process is just as slow. So Fossil Fighters Champions isn't my kind of game, but to be fair, it's okay for what it is. In fact, if you're a Pokemon fan looking for a similar game, Fossil Fighters Champions is a pretty safe bet. You play as a young boy or girl. You'll note there's no option for man, which is a little disappointing. Nonetheless, people have figured out a way to clone dinosaurs using fossils. And this, of course, leads to dinosaur battles that involve anime people throwing a thing to unleash the dinosaur and taking turns to attack. Because, Pokesaurus. But battling is just part of the process. First, you have to find fossils to revive, and you find fossils by going out and digging them up. You can use a radar to locate, a pickaxe to excavate, and a scientific chamber to regenerate the great beast. That is, after you clean the fossil first. That said, cleaning your fossil could be surprisingly fun, especially for a dino geek like myself. You have to hammer away thick parts of the rock before using a delicate drill once you get close to the bone. You could even blow on the DS microphone to clear away the dust that accumulates, which, silly as it may be, I think is pretty awesome. And then Michael Crichton comes in, computers, Mr. DNA, and poof! The dinosaur is born. Of course, the idea is that you have to battle with these dinosaurs. And to me, that was actually the least fun part of the game. But again, that's likely because I have more fun reading theories on the hunting patterns of Deinonychus than playing games that make me take turns. Why can't I just kill him right now? Why am I waiting? The battles take place between two teams, each with 3 dinosaurs. You place your dinosaurs into a formation while taking into account their range and support abilities, which can be used to help other team members. Each dinosaur has its own unique traits, so there's a good bit of strategy in putting a team together. Fossil Fighters Champions is one of those games for people who have a lot of time on their hands. There are more than 100 dinosaurs to find and revive, and given the meticulous nature of the process, that takes a while, but I love the concept, so if you're into these kind of games, especially if you're into dinosaurs, Fossil Fighters Champions is a game for you. It's a solid and scientific Pokemon clone, with more chiseling.